Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on my podcast channel, Eminent Television. I am Owino Stephen. The autopsy on the body of political mobilizer Cecil Ouma is scheduled to be conducted today as investigation into his fatal shooting continues. 7 people, including 2 bodyguards, attached to Youth Affairs PS Fikirini Jacob have recorded statement with police over the incident. Cecil Ouma was allegedly shot in PS Fikirini Jacob's vehicle and died on spot. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been wondering, because these are the leaders that we knew that wangekuja to protect our life. Cecil Ouma is a student at Nairobi Technical University, that is TUK, Technical University of Nairobi of Kenya. For most of us, tunaijua, it's a big school by the way. So this the other time, Fikirini Jacob attended a youth empowerment meeting at Kariako the other day, and then Cecil Ouma was there. And the allegation are saying that after the meeting, Cecil Ouma entered the car of this PS Fikirini Jacob in the name of Achukue Chai. That was the allegation. But to our surprise, the bodyguard shot him on his rib, on the rib, and the body was dumped by the road. Now the question is, if this is not allegation and if it is true, where are we heading as Kenyans? Because you can see these leaders, they are not hawagopi anything anymore. Ukinichezea mi nakumaliza, story naenda hivyo. Because what I know, hii kesi itakuwa saa hii, to be honest, kulingana na cases tumeona, the case will be there, ita trend, and the moment the boy atazikwa, atawekwa 6 inches deep, atazikwa tu hivi, story ita disappear. Hiyo ni kitu tunajua as Kenyans. Kindly like, share and subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you like this video, you automatically support the work I'm doing on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, mimi, to be honest, nimeshangaa sana because Fikirini Jacob is one of the youngest leaders. In fact, he entered the book of history as the youngest individual ever to hold a high-profile position in Kenya as a PS. In fact, tulikuwa tuko na matarajio sana that this guy, being the youngest, he will kata na pia decade yenye alichaguliwa ya youth affairs, it was good for him, na tukaona advantage that this guy will kata for us, na he will protect our life. Now, what actually happened to an extent that these people, he allowed the bodyguards to call this guy on his personal car, and then he was shot according to the allegation. What is really happening in this country? Because I've been trying to look for the profile of this guy, and maybe if I go deep into it, this Fikirini Jacobs, his full names are Fikirini Jacobs Katoi Kahindi. Kahindi, I think, a guy from coastal region, yeah? And if we categorically go into his early life and education, Fikirini Jacob was born and raised at Bamba, Ganze constituency in Kilifi County. On his early primary education life, Fikirini Jacob attended Mnagoni Primary School, that was in Ganze constituency in Kilifi, and then his secondary life was at Mwakitawa Secondary School, of which he sat for his KCSE 2014. 2015, Fikirini Jacobs enrolled at Pwani University. He joined not Pwani University, I'm sorry. He joined Masai Mara University, where he enrolled a Bachelor of Arts in Education. That is Masai Mara University. And then, according to the information, they are saying that the environment was not suited for him, of which we don't know the reason why, but the allegations are saying that he was expelled from Masai Mara University. Those are the allegations. He later joined, before he was expelled, because allegations are saying that this guy, he was one of the top politicians, school politicians within that school. Yeah, he was the deputy president of that school by that time, and on this docket, this is where the allegations are saying that he was expelled from this school following the mandamanos, the tension that was in school, and it is said that he was one of the people who led to this. He later joined Pwani University. Pwani University iko Kilifi, iko karibu sana na Ganze, a place where he was born. He later joined Pwani University, transferred to Pwani University, and in Pwani University, he changed the course. He went for Bachelor of Art in Philosophy. Remember, at Masai Mara, he was doing art in education. And upon coming back to his home, Kilifi, Pwani University, at his home, he changed the course to do now Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. But on his arrival in Pwani University, with that passion of being of politics, he later vied for president, of which he was elected. For those people who are in Pwani University, you know, he was elected as the president of Pwani University. And now, after being elected, upon yeye kumaliza shule, Fikirini Jacobs, tunataka kuangalia his public and political engagement. After kumalizana na Pwani University, the guy served as the Kilifi County Youth Leader for ODM, and that he was chosen by Raila Amolo Odinga. And from there, he even served in the position of director of the Governor Service Delivery Unit in Kilifi County under the leadership of His Excellency Gideon Mung'aro. And from there, Raila Amolo Odinga connected him to President Ruto. Remember before, hakuwa anajuana na President Ruto, and you know, coastal region, they were supporting, they were under ODM. ODM ndo ilikuwa strong huko. And through Raila Amolo Odinga, the late Raila Amolo Odinga, he was connected to President Ruto, on which he was chosen to be the Youth Affair Leader, PS, in 2025. Now, the question we are asking, because looking at the profile of this guy, masomo yake haikuwa stable. Why am I saying this? Because alianza pale Masai Mara University, akakuwa deputy president, na according to the allegation, he was expelled from this school because of commotion that ilikuwa pale. He led to mandamano, of which the school ilikataa, ikasema we can't have such characters. Akaenda pale Pwani University, akakuwa the president. In fact, alibadilisha mpaka course, na hapo Pwani University pia allegations inasema that there was a time he as a president alifanya kukakuwa na mandamano, of which ili lead to shule kufungwa na watu wakarudi after some times, and yeye mwenyewe pia akakuwa alipewa, like niseme, he was banned from getting in the school, but after some time through these leaders, they went, they talked through, on behalf of him, akarudishwa na akamaliza shule kama kawaida. That is the political career of this guy, Fikirini Jacobs. I know majority of us hatumjui because hiyo doketi yake haijajulikana sana. Some of us tulikuja kumjua the other day aliita President Ruto in Kilifi. You recall the incident that there was a guy who invaded the podium akaongea na President Ruto. Hapo ndio tulijua that wengi wetu walijua about Fikirini Jacobs. What do you think about this kind of a leader? Can you admit that he was the one who influences the bodyguard on this allegation of shooting Cecil Ouma? For those people who are encountering on this channel for the first time, kindly like, share and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you.